start with the last set of 180s. Our first speaker this morning on the 180s is Katie McMahon, who is the GM of SoundHound, which is pretty much all about helping us to interact with our machines with our voice. So come on up.
Thank you, Simone. Do you know, Simone did a prep call with me 2 weeks ago saying, you might actually just want to really listen in for the first 2 days and massage or tweak your talk. And that was great advice because there's been such a thread here of AI, voice interfaces, IoT. So I'm going to state the obvious. 2017 is the year of voice AI. It is here. Why does it matter to you as a business, to a brand, or to you as a human? A couple things that I really want you to come away with in this 180. So I've actually done the cliff notes and just tweeted them out. I'm going to power through the most specific things on this, and then I'm just going to show you, right? So 2007 was the year of mobile. Mobile changed a lot. First on an interface, we looked down, touch, type, and swipe. That became the interface of, in some ways, choice. The mobile ecosystem, however, provided an extraordinary way for you as a company, a person, to reach in and interact with your customer, provide your service, and retain your customer directly. 2017 and voice interfacing is vastly different, but will have a profound impact long-term for the companies that get out ahead and think about their voice strategy, right? In 2012, Mark Zuckerberg got up and said, you know, we really didn't move fast enough into mobile. This clearly righted that wrong. But I predict in 4 years there will be CEOs up here that said, we just missed it. We didn't see, and they won't be CEOs anymore. We didn't see this massive transformation happening. So the challenge is, however, unlike the mobile ecosystem, there really aren't many voice AI providers out there. The big guys ultimately want to own your data and own your users. So there needs to be another way in which you can accelerate and get out there, but this stuff takes 10 years to develop. Let me just get going with it and show you. I want you to come away learning something about speech to meaning and deep meaning understanding. So every time you've interacted with a voice assistant, unless you're a super early adopter and has already tried the Hound app, you have interfaced with something that does 2 steps, ASR and then NLU, right? Automatic speech recognition, taking what I just said, transcribe, put it into the next engine. That engine, natural language understanding, is making sense of what you said. As you know, two-step processes, latency, error-prone, ultimately not a great user experience. So why not combine it into one process? Speech to meaning can make something much more fast. So if you just ask something like, what time is it?
It is 10:11 a.m. in Half Moon Bay.
Okay, pretty fast. What's the population of Japan and China, and what languages are spoken in India? What's the area code of Ireland, and what's the capital of Portugal?
The population is 127,288,000 for Japan, and 1,330,044,000 for China. The list of languages of India is Indian English, Hindi.
Instantly, at the end of my query, the answer was coming out. That's speech to meaning in action as well as compound complex query understanding. Let me toggle to what was really our first introduction of a voice assistant and Siri, right? So if I asked, say you have a team in Tokyo and in London and you want to do a conference call and you know it's somewhere around maybe 3 or 4 o'clock your time, right? Shouldn't you just be able to say, okay, Hound, what time is it in Tokyo and London when it's 4 p.m. here?
It is 9 a.m. the next day in Tokyo and 12 a.m. the next day in London when it is 4 p.m. in Half Moon Bay.
Perfect. We should assume we can just speak naturally and get an answer like that from a voice interface, right? If I toggle it off to Siri, what time is it in Tokyo and London when it's 4 p.m. here?
The time at 1 Miramontes Point Road, Tokyo is 3:13 a.m.
$891 billion valued company to whom we all have the greatest respect can't get that right. And I show this only to underscore the fact that this stuff is super hard to develop. That's why you're not going to see many new providers just pop up. You really won't see successful startups just kind of hack together a platform or a solution. It took us 10 years of deep R&D to produce breakthroughs. One is speech to meaning. So again, to finish out, so you learn what speech to meaning is, because from here on out, when you talk to Alexa or Siri, and these are iconic, amazing first developments in a voice-first world. And I just want to note that the Echo was the first thing that came into our home that we spoke to with our back to it. Profound, but it's not scalable in terms of interoperability. Speech to meaning allows you to speak naturally, quickly, and get your results. The second thing, though, is an architecture that enables these sets of domains, domains being unit conversion, local, search, weather, stocks, blah, blah, blah. Think of each one of those things as a domain sitting up on a platform. If it's architectured in a way that you only can have your own little skill set, that's not able to leverage everything else getting built. Deep meaning understanding is a new architecture that allows for a collective AI. And I'll just jam on this one demo. Again, I'm demoing it off of the Houndify Platforms app called Hound. Say you land at San Francisco and you want to know how much it'll cost. Let's just do it. How much would it cost in an Uber to go from SFO to the top-rated Italian restaurant that is open after 11 p.m.?
An UberX can take you from San Francisco International
Amazing.
Airport to Golden Boy Pizza located
Multiple
at 542 Green Street in San Francisco.
Concepts in there, right? So I'm just giving you a glean into the future of voice interfacing and the fact that a platform that has superior technology and is open and live so that you can own your own brand and customize your own experience is so critical. So there's your sneak peek. Make sure you're out ahead of it in a voice-first era. Thank you.